legends. We didn't do any good this morning on the early morning prize draw. We went out there and we gave it a crack anyway. I mean, all you gotta do is show up, and we did that, so that's something. We managed to get a brag mat and some barra stickers, because I don't know if you've never been in this competition before, but you need to have the barra sticker on a brag mat with the barra, and then, because it's like a catch and release thing. So, you know, it may be the first time we ever land a barra. It's going to be in a barra competition. You can always enter other fish, of course, but a barra would be pretty special. In any case, we've been out there this morning. We've seen Bray Park. Looks like it usually does, with a lot more stuff in it, a lot more people, but we've got a big weekend planned. We're going to get out and we're going to give it our all, try and catch some fish to enter in this competition. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll see you when we're putting a line in the water. Gotchas. But before that, we had to complete the all-important task of catching some live bait. That's why I've come down here, the hot water outlet. With the tide being down near the bottom, there's only a certain amount of places you can actually catch bait off the bank in Gladstone. And this, sometimes, is one of them. We got a little bit of bait. Gotta go and fill that esky up so that net bucket stops splashing around in the back of my ute. I'm just gonna go down here to the boat ramp, see if we can find a car park. And oh shit, that is a lot of cars. Now, to explain what we're doing a little bit better, for competitions like this where it's important to keep your fish alive and equally as important to keep your bait alive, I've got a 70 litre esky hooked up with an aerator in it. So with a bit of fresh water, that'll keep fish alive for hours, if not days. Because, you know, we got to enter them alive. That's stipulations of the competition. So we've come down here to chase a little bit of fresh water to fill the esky up. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get a car park anywhere near the boat ramp or the pontoon because there's so many boats out today, being the opening day of the competition. And I bet tomorrow, Saturday, it's going to be even busier. But we've got to get some fresh water because we've got to keep these baits alive. And, you know, we've got to get out there and get them in the water and try and get a prize-winning fish. Let's get this bucket filled up and hike it back to the car. And let's get out there and get those lines in the water finally. Now today I'm fishing off the bank, and I've elected to do that because I'm solo today. I didn't want to be launching and retrieving my boat at these ramps when there's so many people around and holding the place up. Righto folks, we're down here at the Calliope River Rock Bar. That's it there. Tide's coming in, so we're fishing the little creek here. That's the boundary of the Boyne National Park, and looks like some little fish are on the bite. There's plenty of bait moving around. There's been plenty of boats going past. But we're just bang fishing today. We're taking it cruisy on the first day. Hopefully wait till the rivers empty out a little bit of boats, because it's unreal the amount that are there. Bream have got to be 25 now. They only used to need to be 23. This guy's like 24.8 or something, so that's what I'd call it if I was measuring him at the VMR or at the check-in points. So we're gonna let him go, and hopefully one of his bigger brothers are out there somewhere. Well, we only ended up with that one bream here at the Calliope River Rock Bar. As unfortunate as it is, it's not that surprising with the amount of boats going past. That's tree and that shot there, one behind that tree, I don't know if you can see it, but the Calliope is absolutely chockers. If I was out in the boat today, this isn't the place I'd be coming. There must be 100 boats in or more at the ramp, as we've seen earlier. I'm gonna go back and grab a bite to eat, and then I tried to fish it this morning, but wasn't enough water. We might go down and try and fish Barney Point Beach for a flathead, and yeah, I'll see you guys down there. Guest star Piercy.
Again.
His jet ski doesn't work. The wind has been a bit relentless today. Doesn't matter where we go, we can't seem to get out of it too much. Barney Point Beach was blowing its ass off, just like everywhere else. We're going to go to Ship Creek, which is, I would say that's still in Barney Point, but just up towards the port a bit more. Piercy's coming for a run, he wanted to go and check it out, so I haven't got anywhere else to fish, and we're getting pretty close to the close of weigh-in time, unless it's a barra, but I don't like our chances with that. Alright, let's go and check out Ship Creek. I'll see you there. We did have a crack at Ship Creek, but there was people fishing on the bridge. We walked up towards the mouth, but there wasn't a lot of action. I didn't really film anything, so let's jump straight to day 2. Unfortunately for day 2, the first bit of fishing we actually got to do was in the middle of the afternoon. We decided to head out to Black Harry's, the location of the old bridge, and meet up with Piercy. And today, I've got all the helpers with me down here, collecting bait and wetting lines. Let's see if we can catch some bait, because that's always the first thing we're going to do when we go fishing. There's one. There's a couple more.
Yeah, we're just getting some little more.
Fresh bait, or live bait as I prefer, has proven pretty hard to catch today, so we might be just fishing with dead bait. I of course brought some from the freezer just in case. Better keep trying to catch stuff throughout the afternoon, but oh, what's this? There he is. Long time. Let him go. Piercy managed to get a couple of little brim, but the fish just weren't biting for us. And he had to head home, so me and the girls decided to head over to the other side of the island and fish what I like to call the trees. Oh, give me a look. Fishing over at the trees was definitely better than where we were at the creek, and we were having a few little fish turn up, including this beautiful little pikey that Charlotte reeled in. We did manage to get a few little Moses and a few other little brim, but definitely nothing worth weighing in. But, you know, it's all about getting out here and having a crack with the kids. But you got to watch out and be aware of your surroundings, because you don't want to run into these guys. They will do some damage. These are mangrove wasps, and if these guys decide to have a go at you, you're going to have a bad day. Look at the size of them. That is a huge nest. Come on. Now it's time to start the hike back out of here to the car. It's a bit of a four-wheel drive track in, as you might have seen in some of the other videos we were out here. And you can't park right on this spot. And I think that's one of the reasons it's such good fishing. But I did get an interesting call today. And instead of telling you about it, just let's check out day 3. Day 3 of the hookup, the last day. I'm out with Piercy again, and of course we're here with Scott on his boat. He's invited us out. He's got some new jigs he wants to try out. So we're going to head out and try and get to a few of these wrecks not far off the coast of Gladstone and have a crack on them and see if we can't find ourselves a couple of fish to enter The Boyne Tannum Hookup. Now, while Scotty might have mastered the art of this jig, and me and Piercy just weren't getting it. So we decided to swap over to fishing with baits, and it seemed to be the right choice. We had plenty of opportunities, but just didn't seem to get the hooks to stick or get the fish all the way to the surface without losing them. He's on. Oh. He's off. But then, the jig started to pay off. Scotty got smashed with a good fish. Solid hit.
Try and pull that sea anchor
Took him straight around the sea anchor. I'll try and get that out and see if we can see what this fish is.
Just wrap the rope.
By manoeuvring the boat and the sea anchor, we managed to release his line so he was free to fight this fish. And it was going to take some getting in. This thing had some go about it. It didn't take long for Scotty to get on again after that cracking trevally. I can't wait to see what he's pulling up this time. Looks to be some variety of mackerel. This time.
What jig is it?
It's first class tackle, slow pitch jig, 80 gram.
Pretty cheap, eh?
Yeah, cheap.
Seem to be working. Beautiful little fish.
Now, me and Piercy were definitely due to catch something soon. It looks like Piercy's onto something. Not giving him too much fight there, though. Let's see what it is.
Oh, more than I've caught. Good time to take camera, Scotty?
Yeah, we're on that.
Oh, right. Bit small. Fish on board for me anyway.
Scotty's picked up a little remora. Now these things are unbelievably good at sticking to things, and I've heard they can be quite painful to get them off. But Piercy's not real keen to let us try this out.
Ah, monster. Ooh, another nanny.
We were getting quite a few little reef fish, but as you can see, the boats were piling up out here. And it wasn't long before we decided we need to go and find some more water and some less boats in it. We were still picking up decent little fish, but not getting the big monsters we were chasing. Although I was still pretty happy to be getting out there and catching some fish. It's been a while. We stowed the gear and we decided to head in backwards facing island. There's a few reefs along there, and sometimes you can pick up a decent fish or two.
Jagged the cod in the arse.
Threw it in the doodle.
And that's about all she rode. The Boyne Tannum hookup for me. Of course we went out every night and checked out the prizes and the raffles. Didn't come home with the big boat again, unfortunately. I can't believe it. I guess there's always next year. And I want to thank everyone who come out with me on the weekend. Everyone stopped in and said hello. Piercy, Scott, the fam. It was an awesome weekend and we made the most of it. So, also want to thank you guys for watching, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here making these videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, all that other stuff. And you never know, maybe I'll see you out there somewhere.